How we doing, people? It's the day after my MOD1 test, and I've got a bit of a story to tell about it. I hope you're all doing good on this fine day. Another nice day to get out. I'm just on my way up to Sheffield because my brother wants to go pick up some pop figures that he's found on Facebook Marketplace. I thought I'd have a ride up with him. So yeah, we're going all the way up to Sheffield just to get some pop figures. So, my MOD1 test. I was there with another guy that I didn't know was nervous. And so at least I wasn't the only one that was nervous, because he did tell me that he was nervous. Yeah, so we got to the MOD1 test, and he went first. So I was there shaking like a leaf, because I was nervous. No. Yeah, so I was there nervous as hell, shaking like a leaf while he was on his little test. And he'd parked up into the bays, and he went in the middle of the two bays, because I don't think he understood it right. But all is fine. Need to be in this one, don't we? Yep. Yeah, so he went on to do his slalom. And his slalom went okay. But towards the end, when he got to his figure of 8, I think he missed out a cone. And on his figure of 8, he put his foot down. So unfortunately, he failed his test. I wasn't aware that he failed his test, because I didn't see him put his foot down. But anyway. So now it's my turn. And shaking like a leaf, I got on the bike. I'd parked up like backwards as well, so I'd had to reverse it out, which probably wasn't the smartest idea. So I waddled out. Make sure we're recording. Yeah, we're recording. Yeah, so I waddled out into the test area. I went, parked up in my bay, reversed it out, like not reversed, but like walked it out, parked it into the other bay, etc. Did my slalom perfectly, I must say. Got to my figure of 8, did the first figure of 8 absolutely wonderful, perfect. But then I got to my second figure of 8 on the way back round. I'd put my foot down, and I'd just tapped my foot. What's he doing? He's going backwards again. Okay. We'll give him all the room he needs. Yeah, where was I? Oh yeah, figure of 8. I'd just tapped my foot down, and by this point I was like, oh well, I failed. Because all I've heard in YouTube comments and from my instructors, if you put your foot down, that's an instant fail on anything. So I was more worried about putting my foot down than anything. And that's why I was so nervous, because on my lesson before my actual test, I keep putting my foot down, and I have no idea why. Because all the lessons before that was completely fine on the figure of 8. So yeah, I put my foot down on this figure of 8. I thought I'd failed, but I thought, shrug it off, let's just carry on, hope for the best, you never know. So I'd carried on doing my, what's next? The slow ride. So he brought me over to do the slow ride. I did the slow ride, did that perfect. And then it was on to the U-turn. Now I was dreading the U-turn. But I went for it, did my U-turn, did my checks, did it perfectly. Well, maybe not perfectly, but I did it. Did my checks and did it fine. So then it was on to the... What's next? Bloody hell. I can't remember. It was the... Oh yeah, the controlled stop. So now we're onto the controlled stop, and I did that perfectly. And then it was onto the emergency stop. Emergency stop, I just full throttled it. I didn't care, I didn't even look at my speedo. I just full throttled it, and I did it. I think I did it perfectly. So that's all good and dandy. Now onto the hazard avoidance. Same thing, just full throttled it, just weaved out them cones. Sorted. Got to the end. The guy said, alright, just go pull up into the parking bay for me while I shut the gate. So he was there shutting the gate, and I'd gone into my parking bay. And I just thought I'd failed. I had my head down slightly. I think he could tell I was a bit pissed off with myself. But you need to try not to let them see that you're angry, because they might not have seen you put your foot down. So after I parked up in my bay and he was done with the gate, he came over, he shouted me over to come look and to come get my result. And to my surprise, I'd passed. I passed my MOD1 test, and I was over the moon. I was shaking like a shitting dog, but I was over the moon. Absolutely amazing. First try as well. Come on. So after I got the result of me actually passing, he said to me, "Why do you look so anxious?" And I said, "I'm not sure, to be honest." And then he said, "Did something go wrong on your test?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "What was that?" I was like, I kind of tapped my toe down, like put my foot down slightly." And he was like, "Yeah, you did do that." And I was like, "But I still passed." And he was like, "Yeah, because you was honest about it, and because you only tapped your toe down. Like, I didn't put my foot down fully and holded the bike up. I just literally tapped my toe and carried on my figure of 8 perfectly." So he said I passed, and what a relief that was to hear. I felt so bad for the other guy as well, because he'd failed for pretty much the same reason other than missing out the cone. But he failed for putting his foot down on the figure of 8, but because he planted his foot down instead of just like tiptoed it, he failed and I passed. So I'm sorry to that guy. And then after our tests, the guy that was on the test with me, the older guy, his indicator broke. It was stuck on constantly, and we had to go drop it off at a garage on the way. Arnold's Motorcycles, I think it was. And we went there, had a look around some bikes. I seen some beautiful R7s and a load of other bikes, can't really remember what though. But it's a very nice place. I recommend visiting. There's a lot of bikes in there as well for quite a small room. It's all crammed in. No idea how they get the bikes out if they want to sell one. I know I could have went through that gap, but I'd rather just wait. So yeah, when we was done at Arnold's Motorcycles, we got out and I got some news that his bike was staying. Now one of us had to go on the back of the instructor's bike. And because I'm smaller and younger, they asked me if I could go on it, on the back. Which I was very nervous for, because I've never ever been a pillion on a bike, other than like a little dirt bike with my mate. I've been on the back of like quads and things like that, dirt bikes, but never a road bike. So that was very nerve-wracking. But I hopped on a big 1200cc. I don't really remember what bike it was. And it was actually not that bad. I quite enjoyed it, to be fair. Bloody hell, this is bumpy. at this beautiful scenery. Bit of a bumpy road, but it's quite nice. Make sure you ain't got a fly on you. A few cyclists out today, probably bike it. Okay, we're going to slow right down, around a corner. Yeah, it looks nice around here. Oh, what's this bridge? I probably didn't need to overtake him, but dominance, you know. This bridge looks cool though. Look at this. Mate, what a road this is. More cyclists, bloody hell. Where is this taking us? Oh mate, this is a bit of me. This is a bit of me! Look at this! Oh yeah. This is mint. Look at this! Woohoo! Look at the tractors. What a cool place. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed my little story of how my Mod 1 test went. I passed, which is amazing. Thank you all so much for the little tips, for the comments, my friends giving me the tips. I appreciate it a lot. Helping me with the nerves. Dan showing me the routes on the way there. Of course that came in clutch, as I was in front. Didn't have anyone telling me where to go. Anyway, I'm going to end this video here. I'm going to get to Sheffield. Going to pick up these pop figures. And I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you all for watching so much. I appreciate it. Remember to leave a like if you enjoy this. And subscribe down below. Ta-ta.